there's also a desert over there, and I haven't seen a desert on this series either. For how much exploring I do, I really don't find very many biomes. I found a taiga biome, I live in an extreme hills biome, and then I found a bunch of jungles, and I found a couple swamps. But besides that, I haven't been to a plains on this series, although I know where a couple are, and I know where a couple deserts are also, but I haven't been to those while I've been recording either. So, time to find some new stuff. There's some pretty awesome Pokemon out there. And there's kind of a glitch thing that's going on with Optifine and Pixelmon right now. Because of those evolutionary stones that evolve Glaceon and I think it's Leafeon, the two new Eevee evolutions that they added. Because of the stones from those spawn in forest and I believe the snow mountain biomes. So for some reason, something in Optifine doesn't agree with those two textures. So they can't, the game will just crash if either of those things are ever rendered in the world. So that's why I haven't been to a forest or ice mountain biome. I have found a forest, but it will crash my game if I go over there currently. I'm kind of waiting for Pixelmon or Optifine to fix that, and then I'll go head over there. Maybe catch a Pikachu or something cool like that. But most of the Pokemon that spawn in forest biomes will also spawn in plains or the mountain biomes. So I'm not too worried about it for now. Eventually I'll go check one of those out though. But I have to have Optifine on because my frames per second are absolutely terrible if I don't have it on, so that's not really an option. But alright. I want to send out Mew and try him out. Ooh, more beef. Awesome. The Miltanks also just kind of kill themselves, so you can find beef pretty much anywhere. So Zapdos and Moltres spawn in the plains biomes as well as a bunch of other cool Pokemon that I haven't got to show you on this series so far. I'm not saying I'll find one, but Moltres' rarity is about 1/3 as hard to find as Mew's. And also, plains biomes are really wide open and tons of Pokemon spawn in them all the time, so it's a much easier chance to find a Moltres. So I'll be on the lookout for that. It'd be pretty hard to miss, I imagine, but I'll keep my eyes open. But yeah, I actually learned that Zapdos is more rare than Mew. I don't think that really makes sense, but I think that's more a math thing than what the programmers actually designed them to be. I think the only reason it's more rare is because of the amount of Pokemon that spawn in the plains biomes as opposed to the jungle biomes. There's a whole formula that goes into that. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's basically just the more Pokemon that spawn in a biome, the more rare it's going to be to find a Pokemon with one rarity. So yeah, that makes Zapdos even harder to find than Mew. Although I would argue that if a Mew spawns in a jungle, you're going to have a much harder time finding it than you would a Zapdos. So I'd still say that Mew's harder to catch. But yeah, Zapdos technically does spawn less. But I think Mew would be easier to catch and find. Alright, so I also discovered that this jungle is pretty much endless. So it was kind of a futile attempt to try to burn it all down, because I probably burnt down like 1/10 of it using about 50 flint and steels. So yeah, kind of pointless. I didn't check out my Wartortle when I went back there. I've been catching too many cool Pokemon lately. I can't fit them all in my party. It's annoying. I mean, I have to keep switching them in and out every episode. I might just completely, like, change what my team is every few episodes. I don't know. There's a swamp. Yeah, there's another Venomoth. I want to send out mine next to it just for comparison. Because most Venomoths look like they're about this size. Look at the size of my Venomoth, and look at the size of that one. That pygmy Venomoth is awesome. It's so small. Originally, when I started playing this, I just had an obsession with really big Pokemon. I kind of like the pygmies lately. My pygmy Vulpix is awesome, and I want to evolve it into a Ninetales pretty soon and see what that looks like. I want to see just a really small Ninetales. That'll be funny. And I caught a pygmy Venomoth too, so yeah, I'm all about the small Pokemon right now. Although was Mew enormous too? Yes, so I got an enormous Tangela and an enormous Mew, so that's pretty cool. Lucky, because whatever Mew I found was just going to be the one I caught, so it was kind of just pure luck that I found an enormous one. Because I was never going to take the time to go find another Mew. That is way too hard. If you want an enormous Seaking, though, those are everywhere. I see those all the time. I'm hoping when I find this Plains biome also that I can find a boss Pokemon. I haven't found one on this entire series. Like, it's really annoying. I've found 2 that just randomly attacked me out in the wild while I wasn't recording. But I literally have not seen one boss Pokemon, and this is going to be like part 35 probably, so that's a bit ridiculous. In the new Pixelmon update, they are actually making boss Pokemon easier to see. Before they just had a... Poliwhirl's freaking out. You're going to hurt yourself, man. Chill out. But in the current Pixelmon, all boss Pokemon are just really large size, and they have a glowing name above their head, which will either be blue, red, or yellow. But in the new update, the entire Pokemon will be glowing, so that'll make them really easy to identify. I think that might be a little too easy, but we'll just have to see. Because one thing about boss Pokemon right now is they're really hard to find, but if you do find them, they give you really good rewards. Ooh, I found it. Cool. I wasn't exactly sure where this was. But yeah, you get really awesome stuff for defeating boss Pokemon. That's where I got my TMs and stuff. Oh, there's a village. Huh. I haven't found a village on this series before. That's kind of cool. Maybe they'll have chests with stuff in them. I can always use more bread. I can use bread any day. I never have enough food. Oh, the testificates still spawn like this? That's interesting. And here's a Dodrio right away. I haven't seen one of these on this series before. Pretty cool stuff. Level 35 too, so we're getting some pretty fierce Pokemon out here. This will be a good place to train. Huh. So, yeah. Wait, you want me to give you 18 wheat for an emerald? That's a terrible deal. I'm going to introduce all these testificates to my dragon. Bet they haven't seen anything like that before. It's kind of strange that these testificates still spawn with this mod on. Oh. Poor testificate. He's stuck in his house. There you go, man. Nothing else spawns while this mod's on. Like, none of the passive mobs are on. None of the aggressive mobs are on unless they spawn under special circumstances, like from spawners. So that's kind of odd. I'm not sure exactly why that is. I should steal these people's bookshelves. If I had a Silk Touch pick, I would. Oh, I'm starving again. I need to watch out for that. No. I don't have any written books. There should be a chest in one of these houses. There usually is one house with a chest in it. Maybe not in this village, though. There are a lot of houses here. I wonder how these, testificates are adjusting to life with Pokemon. In my Minecraft survival series that I did on my channel a long time ago, my house was in a testificate village. That was kind of fun. They fare a lot better when there are iron golems, I found out. They're kind of worthless if there are no iron golems around. But, yeah, I'm not seeing a chest. So I give up. There is, however, tons of wheat. So I'm going to take all that. Give me all your bread. You guys don't even eat it. I know how you operate. You'll just sit here every day and let this grow. Oh yeah, there's like carrots and stuff. And potatoes. I'm gonna take these because I don't know how they work. I haven't ever messed with this stuff since the update. So that gives me 15 potatoes. I might plant these over by my house. How does this stuff work? Do they have carrots or anything? I'd like to see how those work. I really haven't messed with this stuff at all. Because I took a break from Minecraft for like 8 months last year. And since I came back, all I've been doing is playing Pixelmon, so haven't really had a chance to mess around with that stuff. Here's even more. Yeah, give me all your potatoes. Awesome. I don't think these refill your hunger very much, but I just got 38. That's kind of a lot. And yeah, you can just plant them right back in the ground. And you can just eat them. That's kind of convenient. I like that. Are there any more farms I didn't destroy? Yeah. There's one over here. Alright, in a second I'm going to start searching for Pokemon, but I never pass up the chance to get food because I die of starvation a lot. Just like in episode 1. That is a big problem I always have in Minecraft. Ever since they implemented hunger, I don't know why. I always felt like hunger ran out like unrealistically fast. Because if you just sprint and jump around... Shut up. If you just sprint and run around, your hunger bar will just deplete completely within like 5 or 10 minutes. Or less than that, it's probably like 2 or 3 minutes. And in real life, if you just like ate an entire meal and ran around for 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure you'd be alright. You're not gonna die of starvation. Minecraft hunger sucks. Alright, that's Ponyta. That's pretty big, that's kinda cool. It'd be cooler if they used the fire effects, the particle effects like Charizard and Charmeleon and stuff do. Those effects are so cool. Alright, we've got some different Pokemon here that I haven't seen before. I kind of just want to look around for a minute. Get to know this area. Whoa, that is a big Miltank. Wow, that's not a boss? That's crazy. Usually the boss Pokemon are huge. I'm gonna look around for one. I haven't found one boss Pokemon. There's a Flaffy. If Ampharos was in this game, I'd totally catch one of those, but he's not. Do Arboks spawn in every biome? They spawn in jungles, plains, and swamps. They're everywhere. I'm around Arboks all the time. Alright, I kind of want to see how big this biome is, so I get a feel for where I need to be. What is that? Ow. Ponyta. Ooh, Snorlax. That is a big one. That Ponyta is huge. Can you ride these? That'd be kind of cool if I could ride that around. You might be able to. Wow, this biome's pretty cool. It's just tons of open space, so you can really see what's going on. Ooh, that's a level 40-something Snorlax. I can't even see because his name tag's like glitched into his stomach. Let's have Mew deal with this. What am I doing? I keep skipping over Mew. Alright. Can't even see. Let's try an Ancient Power. Level 47. Wow. That's really high. Let's see what Metronome does. Alright, Mew has a lot of health. That's going to be helpful. I'll try to use acrobatics. He keeps using amnesia. That's really annoying. So that's increasing his special defense. Whoa, where did all Snorlax's health go? Alright, that works for me. Ooh, Snorlaxes drop apples? That's cool. That makes sense, because they have leftovers in the actual games. Huh, that's clever. I like it. Alright, that looks like a forest biome. That could crash my game if I go over there. So let's head on over this way. There's a Tauros. I don't think I'm going to catch one of these. They're not particularly exciting. Do they evolve into anything now? I've noticed that in the newer generations, most of the old Pokemon are getting evolutions. Like, Rhyhorn and Rhydon evolve into Rhyperior now. That's pretty cool. And Magmar evolves into Magmortar, and Electabuzz and all of them have evolutions too. Yeah, it's definitely a forest biome. I'm gonna have to stay away from that. I know it sucks. Forest biomes are pretty cool, but I can't risk my game crashing. If the game renders one of those Leafeon evolution... Yup. Called that, didn't I? Yeah, I got a little too close. If the game ever renders one of those Leafeon evolution things, it'll crash the game. So, I'll be back.